Evaluate limit. This is my favorite question. Show that the limit of square root of x squared divided by x when x approaches 0 does not exist. Now, I do have a video saying square root of a square is what. I'll recommend you to go through that video also. Most of the students find this problem simple but get a wrong result. Well, square root of x square is what? That is a big question. Normally, a student will write square root of x square is x, which is wrong. First, let's again try to understand why. If I have 7 square root, it is equal to this number 7, right? That's perfectly fine. But how about minus 7 square root? That is never equal to minus 7. Square root is always positive. Do you see that? This is also 7, right? Do you see? So it is basically absolute value of this number. It is always positive value of this number. That is what square root of x square could be. So now when you know it, and also go through my video to understand it better, we can write this function as limit x approaches 0, and square root of x square is, now you know, is not x. It is absolute x. So that is how this function should be seen. Do you understand? Absolute x. That is the value it is. And this, you know, does not have a limit. Why? If you graph this function, what do you get? What is absolute x? Absolute x is defined like this. Absolute x is equal to positive x if x is greater than or equal to 0. But it is negative of x if x is less than 0. Correct? Therefore, we can define this limit because approaching 0 means we are approaching 0 from both sides, from negative side and from positive side. If the limit has to exist, it has to be same from both the sides. Correct? That's how it is going to be. So that is the definition of absolute x. Therefore, if we let me show it here. So if we are on the left side, then absolute x is minus x, correct? If we are on the right side, absolute x is plus x. Therefore, the question becomes, let me do it here itself. How does it matter? So the question is, limit x approaches 0. If we are approaching from the negative side, then this will be, absolute x will be negative x. It will be negative x over x. Is it okay? The function will reduce to this, which is equal to minus 1. But if we approach the function, approach 0 from positive side, then absolute x is plus x. Let me write plus x here over x. That gives you plus 1. Do you see that? So if you want to really graph it, so you'll get graph like this. So as you can see from the graph also, that's our 0, right? So if you are approaching x, that's our function fx. If you are approaching from the right, let's say left side, okay, that is minus, right? Then you approach minus 1. And if you approach from the positive side, you approach plus 1. Since these two limits are not same, limit does not exist. Do you understand? So the reason is, since limit x approaching from minus side is not equal to, of the function, let me write, of the function is not equal to, that is a function, limit x approaching 0 from the positive side of the function, and the function is this, right? That is our function, f of x. right? So I say function is this. So we say the limit does not exist. Do you understand? So it's a very important question, and we will actually have many examples here which will follow the same principle. So whenever you have square root of x square, remember square root of x square is not x, is absolute value of x, and that plays a huge role in limits. Thank you.